We are live, ready to get back at it, and we are recording. Thank you for the reminder, Kira. We're here again with wonderful Miss Kira, who will be in Lady Q, who's gonna be helping us out with some more metric conversion addition today. And if we end up doing, if everything runs smoothly, we might even have a little treat at the end. All right. So let's go ahead and jump into this. Boom, this is our play space. Let me make sure that I give Kira some remote controls so that she can have some fun with us. There we go. Remote control, Kira.
Let me see. Oh, wait, are you typing something?
No, but hold up.
Yeah, I had control for a moment and then went away.
Okay, give me 1 second. There you go. Now try. There we go. Okay, perfect. So we're ready to get started. Go ahead and give me control. Again, as a quick review, we should all be pretty familiar with this by now. These are our pieces. We got milliliters, teaspoons, centiliters, and tablespoons. All of these groups and pieces are made up of milliliters, and each unit has different values of milliliters inside of it. All right, the teaspoon's got 5 milliliters. We can look at that right inside. Centiliters got 10, tablespoons got 15, milliliters got 1. And then we've got our containers that hold our different values. Milliliters go inside of this milliliter dropper. Thank you for hence the wonderfully labeled milliliter right there along the handle or dripper. What is that called on the dropper? I don't know. Somebody let me know. What is that called? But moving right along, we have our beaker, which holds teaspoons. Only 1 teaspoon can fit inside of here. Make sure we don't overflow. We could explode. So let's make sure that we also have our centiliters, which will go inside of this puzzle, which will go inside of this beaker, and we have tablespoons, which go inside of this beaker here. Any questions?
No.
Okay, perfect. And lastly, I actually did forget something. When we have too many units in our play space.
I know what this is. When we have too many units in our play space, he's putting it down. 4 milliliters, 5 milliliters. All right, what we would do is called the clear and carry method. So first, in our case, we could clear our milliliters, carry in a teaspoon. And then what we can do is put the teaspoon, carry that little milliliter dropper all the way to our centiliter, put that in there, and then carry in the teaspoon into the centiliter to give us 1 centiliter, which is the clear and carry method.
Perfectamente. We cleared the 5 milliliters drops inside of the milliliters units, and we carry in a teaspoon into the next cup. Capiche?
Gosh.
Gosh, I never heard that before. Okay. We're ready to go ahead and get started with some fun activities, and I'm going to give Kira a nice little activity playthrough after I go ahead and do one. Okay, so we're going to do 12 milliliters plus 1 teaspoon.
Okay.
First thing we've got to do whenever we have a new puzzle, we got to first start out by placing our pieces. So we're going to start out by placing 12 milliliters into our play space. Now, how can we do that? Well, we got to figure out how many milliliters are, or what groups we can make using 12 milliliters. Can we make a tablespoon? Nah, that's too big. That's got 15 milliliters. So we got to move on to the next one. Centiliter. Centiliter's got 10 milliliters inside of it. I can see 10 living inside of 12. So what we're going to do is we can go ahead and grab our centiliter, drag it inside of our centiliter speaker like that. Perfect. So we've knocked out that 10. Now we got 2 more milliliters left. Very simple. All we have to do is keep on counting up. 11, 12 milliliters. And just like that, we are left with our value of 12 milliliters. Moving right on. I'll clear these annotations. Next up, we have 1 teaspoon. Well, that's pretty easy. We see that we have 1 teaspoon right here. We're going to drag that into the play space like so. Pour that into our little beaker. But, oh, hold up. We might think we're finished, but we got one more step. These two beakers are full. So, and we have some more in the milliliters. We might need to use this later. So we're going to go ahead and be proactive and clear these units and carry in a tablespoon inside of our tablespoons beaker, which leaves our milliliters section open and our teaspoon section open. So we can continue to add values in here if need be, which leaves us with the answer of 1 tablespoon and 2 milliliters. All right.
All right.
Another way we can think of this is we can even, let's say for example, we don't have a tablespoon. Let's say we don't have a tablespoon in our kitchen or in our lab while we're working, and we need to find some other way to measure out an equivalent value for this 1 tablespoon. So what we can do is we can even see that inside of 1 tablespoon, we have 1, 2, 3 teaspoons. So 1 tablespoon is the same as 3 teaspoons. Let me go ahead and make this a little bit brighter. There we go. Much better. 3 teaspoons, just like that. And then we also have 2 milliliters over here. All right. So that was a brief explanation. Let me go ahead and pull up our next puzzle. Right here we have, say again.
While you're doing that, it is also called a dropper, or you can also call it a pipette, the milliliters.
What did I say?
You also called it a dropper. You were just wondering what it was, but it's called a dropper.
Oh, this part here?
Yeah. Well, that's part of a pipette or a dropper. It can be both, apparently.
Really?
Pipette is used. Yes, apparently a pipette is used mostly in the kitchen. Yeah. Yeah, it's mostly used in the kitchen, but it can also be used for other things. So it's called a pipette, but it's also called a dropper. So you're not wrong.
Got it. And it's just the top part here, or is that the whole tool?
Oh, no, wait. That's the whole thing. The top part, that's just, I don't even know what that is. I'm not going to lie. That's just part of it. Like, I know what it does, but I don't think there's a specific part to it.
I didn't know that it was a pipette. So a pipette is used for applications outside of the kitchen.
It could be used for any way you want it to. I'm not gonna lie. I was looking because a pipette, they have different looks. Like they look like, where is it at? Come on, Walmart. Can you see it? Let me see. There we go. A pipette looks like this.
Mm-hmm.
But it also, where is it? Come on, do your thing. Hold on. There we go. It also looks like this. So, yes, it says silicone pipette. So, yeah. So they're both.
Okay. Sounds good. Let me go ahead and pull up Kira's next puzzle. We're going to have 10 milliliters put together with, actually no, I'm going to have 7 milliliters put together with 3 teaspoons. Go ahead and help us solve this, Kira.
All right, 1 step at a time. Let me do it. I got control. Yes, I do. All right. Can we change its color real quick?
Yes, we can.
Bright pink, the one you had. I like that one.
All right, let me get that for you. Nope, wrong one. Almost there. Like that, or like this?
Oh, yes, definitely like the second one. Perfect.
Perfect.
All right, we like the brightness. Let me know when I have control. Hey. All right.
Perfect. All you.
All right, 7 milliliters. Let's run through this. So first, we're going to go down the list. Can tablespoons go into 7? No, because they hold 15 milliliters. Can a centiliter go in? No, it cannot, because it holds 10 milliliters. But we can put 1 teaspoon into the 7 milliliters, because 1 teaspoon holds 5 milliliters inside of it. We can see by the drops, which represent an individual milliliter. So what we're going to do is we're going to drop our teaspoon into the teaspoon beaker, and boom, we have 5. Now, we'll need 2 more milliliters to reach 7. So we can go and grab our droplets and put them into the pipette or our dropper. So it would be 1 milliliter and 2 milliliters. And that gives a total of 7. So right now we're done with 7 milliliters. So now that we're done with that, we're going to go over to 3 teaspoons. Now remember the units, we're going in teaspoons. So instead, the quicker way we can do is a tablespoon, because a tablespoon holds 3 teaspoons, which is 5 milliliters each in one individual teaspoon. So what we're going to do is grab that and drag that over into our tablespoon beaker. And now we'll have, as a result, 1 tablespoon, 1 teaspoon, and 2 milliliters. Can we do anything else? No, we cannot, because we don't have a higher value that we can put into centiliters or further than that. Wait,
Excellent.
something else. Let me see. No, all right. My bad. I was thinking about breaking things up, but I was like, there's no need to.
I don't see any need to, but we do have an issue because unfortunately in our lab we only have a 5 milliliter dropper. We don't have any teaspoons or centiliters or tablespoons. So with the value that we see here, how many milliliters are in this value in total so we can know what to make with the dropper?
Well, in this case, we have 22 droplets.
And why is that? Can you count it out for us?
All right, I can do that. Here's why. Because remember, a tablespoon, which we don't have, is 15 milliliters in total. So we have 5, 10, and 15. Remember that 1 teaspoon holds 5 milliliters, which is also the capacity of our little droplets. So we have 5, 10, 15. And then in our teaspoon, it makes 20. So then we have 21 milliliters. And then we have 22 milliliters. Boom.
Excellent.
So in total, we have 22 milliliters. There we go.
Hold up. Oh, actually, I just found the teaspoon beaker. We can start using some teaspoons in it, but we don't have any centiliters or tablespoons yet. Those got left out. So,
all right.
How many teaspoons and milliliters is this puzzle?
Teaspoons. In this case, it would be 4 teaspoons and 2 milliliters.
And we can see that. We can just count out the 4 teaspoons that we see and the 2 milliliters.
Exactly. Because you're always going to get an even number when it comes to counting our teaspoons, because they come in groups of 5. So let's say we have 4 teaspoons. We know that there's 5 milliliters in a teaspoon, so that'll be 20. And then we have 2 additional drops. So we'll get 21 and 22.
Got it.
I think I made that a little complicated, just saying that. But we have 22. We have 4.
All right. We have any questions on this?
No.
Excellent. Let's go ahead and clear our play space. I've got another exciting puzzle. This one might be a little challenge, so brace yourself. We've got 14 milliliters plus 13 milliliters. So we went back to a similar conversion type, or to similar units, where these units now match each other, but the values are pretty large. So let's go ahead and have some fun figuring out how we would answer this.
All right. I'm not going to get too ahead of myself on this one. Just be normal.
Right. Let's just play through it.
Be normal. All right. So first we have 14 milliliters. All right. So first off, a tablespoon is close, but it's 15 milliliters in total inside of a tablespoon. So we got to go down. So in our case, we have a centiliter. A centiliter has 10 milliliters, which can go into 14 once. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab our centiliter and we're going to drag that into the centiliter beaker. Boom, that holds 10. And we need 4 more milliliters. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab our little droplets and slap them all into our dropper or our pipette. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to stick with dropper because I'm used to it. Yeah. So now we have 13 milliliters. 13 milliliters. Again, we can't do anything with tablespoons because although it's close, it's 15 milliliters that's over. So we go down to centiliters again. Now, 10 can go into 13 once. But here's the thing. We already have a centiliter beaker filled up. So what do we got to do? So I know what we got to do. We got to break them up. And here's how. So first, let me drag our centiliter out. Boom. What we're going to do to make this fit is we can first drag our centiliter that we already have and carry that over into the tablespoon because, it got some space in it. So we can do that. And then we can drag in our centiliter, or we can just break it up. Well, actually, this is the preferred method. We can break this up into 2 pieces, slice that down the middle. 2. Put that in the tablespoon and put our individual teaspoon into the teaspoon beaker. Boom. There we go. A little productive struggle. Now,
excellent. Let me chime in real quick. It helps us out a lot when we can fill up beakers if they're able to be filled up. While it might look appropriate to be able to have a centiliter here and centiliters and a centiliter and tablespoons, it makes it a lot easier for us to read the values later if we fill up a beaker if it can be filled. All right? All right, back to you, Kira.
So now, we can't forget that we just added in 10. Remember, we need 3 more milliliters left. So what we're going to do is we can add 1 more milliliter. We can add 1 more milliliter to our dropper. Now that's 1 out of 3. So that means we'll have to do some clear and carrying. So we'll have to clear our 5 milliliters and turn it into a teaspoon. Now, it can't fit into our teaspoon beaker. It's going to overflow. We're going to lose our precious little food coloring, we're going to say, and stain our floor. So what we're going to do is we're going to drag that into centiliter, and then we're going to pour the teaspoon beaker into the centiliter beaker. So now we have that full. Okay, and now remember we have 2 more milliliters. So we're going to go fill those droplets into our dropper. So it'd be 1 milliliter and 2 milliliters, and boom. Overall, we have 1 tablespoon, 1 centiliter, and 2 milliliters, or we have a total of 27 milliliters in total.
Excellent. And what if we converted it into teaspoons? How many teaspoons will we have?
If we had teaspoons, in our case, it would be 5 teaspoons and 2 milliliters, because a tablespoon holds 3 teaspoons and a centiliter holds 2. 3 plus 2 is 5. And then we have an additional 2 milliliters, and boom.
Excellent. Way to go. That was a lot of clear carrying we had to do there.
But we did it.
We got it knocked out.
What's another exciting one? You said this one was a challenging one.
It was a challenge. You're just a genius.
I think everyone else is catching on well, too.
I think everyone else is, too. So I'm going to go ahead and give the family one more challenge before we end it for today. By adding an extra add-in, I'm going to do 10 milliliters plus 2 teaspoons plus.
Oh, look, he had another plus, y'all. We did it now.
Plus, let me see real quick. Plus 11 milliliters. Actually, no. Not 11. 9. 9 milliliters. Okay?
Okay. One moment.
Commercial.
Sorry. Got a Subway delivery. We're good.
Ooh.
I know, right? It's my actual first time having Subway. Yeah.
You will always bring something to eat during these lessons.
I'm sorry, girl. I get hungry. But
no, it's cool. I don't blame you. I'm only wishing I had Subway.
Hey, you got that adult money. Go ahead. Cookies.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. I got no excuses.
That's good. So first off, right? He's distracting us, y'all. Gotta get this goal. Let's zoom. We have 10 milliliters. Oh, never mind. He's blue.
Let me get you your cup back.
Yeah. We need our pink.
Ooh, that's pretty. Let me get one more shot. Brighter pink. Come on. I like that.
All right. We got it. We got it. All right, 10 milliliters. So first, we know a teaspoon holds 5 and a centiliter holds 10. So that's already an easy one for us. We can bring in a centiliter.
Let me actually stop you real quick here. I forgot to say something. Everyone who's watching, make sure that you go ahead and try this out on your own before Kira gives his demonstration. Go ahead and pause the video now. Give it a shot. Come back and let's compare answers. Okay? Now, Kira, take it away. Excuse me.
All right, we got it, y'all. No cheating. So first we got 10 milliliters. And we know 10 milliliters is in a centiliter. So what we're going to do is drag in a centiliter into our centiliter beaker. Boom. Next, please don't do this now. We're at the end. Next, we have 2 teaspoons. Okay, so 2 teaspoons is also a centiliter. So what we're going to have to do is do some cutting. Well, first, we're going to carry our centiliter over into our tablespoon beaker. Have that little full, and then we're going to drag down our centiliter into the centiliter beaker. Well, actually, before we do that, almost forgot, even though I said the method, we're going to cut it in half. So we can fill up that tablespoon spot right there. So what we're going to do is, go back, we're going to take out 2 teaspoons. Oh, ignore that. We're going to take out 2 teaspoons, drag that out. 1, 2. Okay, I missed one. I just made anchors. There we go. So that's 1 right there. So that makes a tablespoon, and the other will go in the teaspoon. So boom, we have 2 teaspoons down already. So now all that's left is 9 milliliters. So a centiliter is close, but it's not 9, it's 10. We can't do that. So we have to go down to our next value, which is teaspoons, which holds 5 milliliters, which can go into 9 milliliters once. So now we have another teaspoon. So let's just do it the shortcut way. We're going to clear that and carry in a centiliter. So we're going to carry in a centiliter into our centiliter beaker. Boom. And now don't forget the additional 4 that we have to include. So we're going to take our droplets and put them into our dropper. So it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4. So 5 plus 4 is 9, giving us our 9 milliliters. So in total, we'll have 1 tablespoon, 1 centiliter, and 4 milliliters. Boom.
Excellent. That is 100% correct. Ooh, and do you have any questions?
Nope, no questions.
All right. Well, excellent job. Family, I hope you all got the same answer as well. If you did not, go ahead and leave a comment and let us know what you got so we can figure out how we got different answers and then we can all come to an agreement. All right?
And
so that was fun.
Videos, by the way.
What did you say?
Don't be afraid to rewatch some videos and slow some things down, because I know I'm a fast talker as well, and I do the exact same thing when learning.
Perfect. That's a perfect tip. Thank you for including that, Kira. So, yep, that's going to conclude today's lesson. Everyone, make sure you go out and continue to practice some more at home, and then we can pick back up with some more tomorrow. I will see you all then.
Happy learning.
Happy learning.